There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to number 16.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now an option play on 2nd down. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Made by Michael Pierce. Brings up 3rd down.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt at the mud, at the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on sight. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my time was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the things that the money I'm at.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Cook on the toss left. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Dalvin Cook.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. We're scoreless after 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. He may try, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carson Wentz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Seahawks 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking here for Smith downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that'll be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down. At the Vikings.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
Give him 30 yards there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McCann's kick up and good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
The 36-yard line.
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got Rome. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
McCann's kick up and good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great. But you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Wentz steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Dalvin Cook. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And
it'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And off the deflection, it's caught. Then he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
They run, Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 78 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Cook following the penalty. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. Then the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the option, this is Wentz. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Danielle Hunter.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch that hand. Four down. Check. Four down. 52, Mike, 52. Check the outs. Check the out. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Here I come. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
For the Seahawks.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup.
How they be bottling this pickup? Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
I don't know no better, I'm on this every